Hello. Figured I would pick up the camera because there's ice packs. I got my second round of MiraDry done a couple of hours ago. I know quite a few of y'all are interested in the procedure in general. If you have no idea what MiraDry is, then I would check out my first video of this, or I mean, if you do a quick Google search, you'll find out a lot more. But basically, it's microwaving your armpits to stop sweating, ideally for people with hyperhidrosis. My doctor was saying, or she's like a nurse practitioner, I think, but she was saying some people get MiraDry treatment just because they don't want to like sweat at all, even though they don't have hyperhidrosis, which is interesting. I mean, I get it, that's fine. But for people with true hyperhidrosis, ideally you can at least reduce your sweat. So this was my second time. Unfortunately, I now live much further south of Atlanta, so there was a lot of traffic going there, a lot of traffic coming back. So it took like an extra hour and a half because of driving. But the procedure went well. This time I'm just gonna call her doctor. She did the injections, like the numbing and all of that. That's the worst part, just like the first time. She stepped out, like she just did the injections, the numbing stuff, and somebody else, like a tech, did the MiraDry treatment. Like I guess she's the one who typically does it, which was fine with me because they were actually like tag teaming the armpits. So she had finished numbing the right one, and then the lady started putting the tattoo, the little fake tattoo thingy, temporary tattoo, and started the MiraDry treatment, and then she was numbing my left armpit. This time I did feel pain when I was getting the MiraDry treatment. First on the right side, I could feel the heat. It was like, I was like, okay, yeah, that's burning me. Like, can I please get more numbing pain? From my understanding, it wouldn't hurt you like physically. It's basically sucking up. But what would hurt if you don't get numbing medication or like the numbing injections is the heat, because it's like literally microwaving. I don't know what's happening, but it's like a super hot treatment for 20 seconds and then it cools down for 10, and I could feel the burning. So then she went back and put more numbing stuff. But then she had finished my left one and left, but this one I felt the pain too, even though like they put so much in, and I did not experience that the first time around. I don't know if like it made me more sensitive or something from the first treatment, but I just dealt with the pain. I did mention to the tech like I'm feeling the pain, but it's not like I'm excruciating. I have a fairly high pain tolerance, I feel, and so I was like, I'm fine. It's like we don't need to get her to do more numbing. Like I'll just suck it up. And I only had like a few more suctions to go, so it was fine. And then I have a call right now, so I'll talk to you in a bit. But I meant to film it. Picked up a bowl from Flower Child. So good. Mother Earth bowl with tofu. I love it. I could eat that literally every day. But I do have a meeting to go to, so hopefully they can't tell. This is hurting with the ice. Okay, my manager's running late, she said, so she's gonna open it in a couple minutes. I was thinking on the drive back home how I would explain the pain right now. So the pain, it's tolerable, at least for me. The pain right now, not during the procedure. That's you shouldn't really feel any pain during the procedure. But I would explain this as like either a really bad rash, like just a constant burning pain. But I thought of a better way to describe it. If you've ever gotten your armpits waxed, the like initial pull, when they pull out the hair, that burning pain that you feel, that's what it feels like, but just constantly. So it's not pleasant by any means, but definitely tolerable. And if this helps to reduce my sweating, hopefully by at least 80%, it will be worth it. I don't like the downtime. Like having swollen armpits is very uncomfortable. Putting ice packs under your armpits, very uncomfortable. Trying to sleep, all of that. But yeah, we'll see what happens after this. But I am willing to do a third round if necessary. I'm hoping they knock another 50% off of the price, but I mean, I'll ask. I'm not sure they would do that though. I am very tired though. I do still, like after work, I'm gonna have to finish editing my video. I woke up at, I tried to wake up at 5:30, but I slept until 6 to start editing. And I'm not gonna be able to go to the gym for a few days, so I'll be able to do it now, but I'll be able to edit today is what I meant to say. Okay, it's an hour and a half later. The call turned into a little bit longer. I'm hurting actually pretty bad right now. It's more painful than the first time around. Okay, y'all are on my, oh, yep, knew that would happen. You're on my mirror. Okay, here's what we're looking like. Oh, it hurts right now. Maybe I should take this off. You can see how swollen I am. Oh, Jesus. Wow, wow, wow. It's burning. By the way, the white, what did they call this? It's the numbing. It's white because of the numbing. That's what they said. I feel the pain is making me feel nauseous, which is interesting. Let's see how Sebastian reacts to this.
Oh my god.
It's really hurting right now. It did not hurt this bad.
It's making me hurt. Oh my god. That's really bad.
This is how it was the first time, but not
like
this
it's
painful.
giving me a bit of chills.
It's white. It's white because the numbing.
Yeah. Ugh. It's like a ball.
Yeah, I look like a macho man. My lats.
Shouldn't you just be resting, dude? Like, it's bad.
It's not bad.
Can I slap it?
Oh, I would literally punch you. Please don't touch me. Let's see. Yeah, I need to ice it. I was in that call. That was like an hour and a half. It was supposed to be an hour. And I was just like... I wanted to get off. It feels like it did not hurt this bad the first time around, that's for sure. It's kind of weird.
Did they use the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like harder? Like, was it like
I don't know, it was a different person. So maybe, I feel like this time around it's gonna work better. I feel like
Scary.
The woman...
Is this harmful in a way like that it could lead to other things? Or is this just like a temporary pain?
The pain?
Well, like, while doing this.
I don't know. You know, it should not. It hasn't... There's, like... They haven't seen
So there's
that.
like no side effects, right? Like...
The main problem that occurs is something called banding, and that's like... It happened to me the first time around, but it only lasted for a little bit, and it's where like there's a tightness, almost like a tendon feeling, where you can't like stretch your arm all the way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I need to sit down. I feel a little lightheaded, so.
Yeah.
I got Flower Child.
I'll take it for you.
Thank you. I need to get my ice pack, and I need some tea, iced tea. Okay. Hello. Good morning, happy Saturday. So yesterday, as I think the last thing I filmed was me just like complaining about the pain, I definitely experienced more pain this time around versus the first time, but luckily that subsided. I took Tylenol. I could not take it anymore. Like it was really, really painful. So I did take 2 Tylenol. Yeah, I took a shower, I ate dinner, all of that. I was watching a movie. I was just really like irritable, I guess, because of the pain. Like just imagine a sunburn that's just constantly, like, it's just constantly burning. And ended up just like really sleepy. So went to bed I slept on the couch by choice. I told Sebastian I wanted to sleep downstairs because I am not able to sleep on my side, and like I would have been, if I slept with him in the bed, then I would have been like tossing and turning the whole night, just because like it's really hard to get comfortable when your armpits are swollen and you have ice underneath them. But the other thing was that I needed to switch out my ice packs throughout the night. So that's why I slept downstairs. And it wasn't too bad. Luckily, the pain did start to decrease throughout the night. And I did not sleep well, that's for sure. I don't know if you can tell. So maybe I'll take a nap later today. But it wasn't so bad, and I'm feeling much better today. I took a shower this morning. Today's going to be kind of just like admin day for me. I can't go to the gym or anything. You can't be too active after the treatment. So I'm just going to do some stuff on my computer. As far as swelling goes, not so bad anymore. I mean, it's still swollen, of course, but nothing crazy. So I just wiped down my desk, was cleaning my desk because it hasn't been, I haven't cleaned it like in months or a long time. So I wiped it down. I have one of my clients, I need to type up an overview for them from our last session. I did have somebody apply for coaching as well, so I'm going to reach out to them. And then I have just a few things like lying around that I need to do. Ugh. I told y'all that I was like trademarking my business, but then I got this in the mail, and I think it's, oh, I put laundry in too. I was like, what is that noise? It's the laundry. But I got this in the mail, so it says debt over it, and I think this is like a scam because it literally says it costs $1,420, but I've already paid for everything. Also, they told me that the trademark would take like over a year. The publication of the public registration of your trademark is the basis of our offer. We offer you the registration of your brand in our private database. Like, yeah, I think this is a scam. I got this several weeks ago. It's just been chilling. I do need to scan some of my receipts just into Fetch so I can get cash back or like points. And then I'm going to open a new checking account to get bonuses. Let me show y'all something while I'm down here. I've had a pretty good but chill day. Like, I definitely wanted to make sure I rested because, you know, I had a little procedure and I don't need to, I don't know. I always just like feel like I have to do a lot on the weekends, or I'm behind on my side hustles, and I think I am. From where I want to be, I am behind, but anyways, I was working on replanning everything. I wanted to launch my course, my finance course, on August 8th because that's like National Money Day, but that is 3 days away, and that's definitely not happening. So I'm pushing that to November. That gives me, you know, like 3 months to work on it. The thing is, when I first planned this, that gave me, well, it was like 2 months that it gave me. So the time just goes so fast. And really my course is done. I just need to film and edit the videos. But obviously that takes quite a bit of time, especially when I'm already filming and uploading at least 4 videos a week. But okay, something else related to my business that I wanted to show y'all. Recently I shared that something exciting was happening, and before that was that I was trademarking my business. Actually, I don't know if I did talk about it here, but I trademarked my finance company. That's still in the process. But something even more exciting is I am sponsoring my first ever event, and it's nothing crazy. It's not like, this isn't my target audience or anything like that. It's actually a 5K run, and it's an animal rescue, a dog rescue. For that event, since I'm sponsoring it, first of all, the donation or sponsorship fee that I paid is going directly to the rescue. It is an animal rescue, a dog rescue specifically, and then also for the event, of course. But with that, I get to have my logo Debt Over It, my logo, like the little flower with the money in it, on the t-shirt. And then I also get to put stuff in the swag bags that you get. So when you do like a 5K race, you typically would get a bag, like a goodie bag full of advertisements and some like free stuff, and I get to put stuff in that. I'm holding one of those things. So, okay, let me show y'all. First of all, it's gonna be my business card, which I just got these made through Vistaprint, and this is the front. This is the back. It's just so, are you kidding me? I love it. In the background, I don't know if y'all can tell, but there's like little money cartoons. I just love it. This QR code goes to my website, deadoverit.com, and then obviously my website and my email. And it's like a soft finish, which I love. It feels much more fancy. Then I'm putting in a flyer, which I'm going to cover this part because it says what the event is, but this links to my website as well. It says, get out of debt and take control of your finances. When I got these, I was like freaking out because I'm like, I checked those, you know, but I didn't go through and like triple check that I didn't misspell anything. So even now I'm like, oh my God, something's probably wrong. Okay, everything looks right. But I made this in Canva. So yeah, again, the same QR code, one-on-one sessions, and then my email and website. And it says custom debt and financial plan, learn how to budget for your lifestyle, find ways to save for financial goals, and then guidance and accountability. And in this little part, it says mention the event to get 30% off. And then the final thing they get, which they didn't turn out as good as I was hoping, but it's okay, is a pen. And there's my logo, Debt Over It. It looks even worse when you can't see it in person. It didn't come out quite as clear as I wanted it to, but it's all right. And then it says www.deadoverit.com. What I'm thinking for how to put this in the bag is, let me cover this again, is I'm gonna put the business card right here and then have the pen hold it together like this, because I'm not packaging the bags. I need to just like get that over to the person who will be packaging the bags, and I actually know her, so I'm just going to put it like this and hope that, I mean, it's staying together pretty well, and that's holding everything, so I think it's kind of perfect. But I have 500 of these to do that for. I'm not gonna do it today. I just wanted to check on that, but I literally, like, these are all my business cards. I have a bunch of the flyers. This is just a portion of them. I'm gonna get rid of all the flyers since this is specific to the event, but I'm gonna keep some of the business cards just because I know I can put them elsewhere. I did put some in my wallet. I went to the Women in Money event last week, and gave out some business cards there. But yeah, it's so exciting. It's so cool. It's just a lot. I have so much. And yeah, like this whole box. This box is just full of pens. There's 500 pens here. Obviously, I'm going to keep a few. I'll probably give some to like my sister. I don't know. People don't care too much. They don't care as much as I do, of course. But yeah, very happy with Vistaprint. Not sponsored, or that's just the company I decided to go with, and they were able to do everything that I was looking to do for this. So, and for some time I was really procrastinating on it. Like, it's hard to design this, you know? It's not hard. It's just like me questioning, is this good? Is this eye-catching? Are people going to see this as scammy? Or, you know, like, how are they going to perceive this? Are they even going to read it? But you gotta kind of just like push past those thoughts and just do it. So I just started designing, and I think it came out pretty well. I do really hope that I get some local clients out of this. That would be amazing. If not, that's okay. The other thing is, a lot of people who run the event are children and they get the bags too. But at least I did see that for the pens, did I put it away already? I did see for the pens that this has a touch point of like thousands, you know, because if I give this pen to this one person, first of all, it could be like a family of 4. Now they have 4 pens in their household, all with my logo on there. And then maybe they take that, their child takes it to school, and then the child drops it at school and loses it. Maybe a teacher picks it up, and maybe they see that and they get curious. Or they could have it at their house and it's in a drawer, like they keep the pen in the drawer because it's a good pen. Like, I really like it, and it's one of those, it's like a soft grip and soft writing. It's like a soft pen. It has a stylus too, so but yeah, you could have it in your drawer at your house, and then the plumber comes over and they're like, oh, I need a pen, do you have one I can borrow? And then they're like, oh, debt over it, and they need help with their debt, so then they reached out to me, you know, like, you just never know. There's a lot of touch point with pens, which is why I went with that. Initially, I really wanted to do chapstick, just because that was like the first idea I thought of, and my boyfriend shut that, or Sebastian, sorry, I hate when I, like, y'all know who my boyfriend is, but Sebastian shut that down pretty quickly. He was like, people don't use chapstick like you do. I'm like, fine, I guess you're right, which he is right. Like, speaking of, I need some, and I have my keys here, and there's a little chapstick. But he was like saying that most people, or many people, don't even use chapstick. And yeah, I guess he's right, because I think for a lot of women, they may use it, but they also probably use like their lip gloss or their favorite lip oil, you know. So anyways, that's very exciting. I do need to put all this together and drop it off at the woman's house who's going to be putting together those swag bags, but I'll probably do that over the next couple of weeks, because there's 500 of them. But yeah, right now I'm starting to get a bit hungry, and I need to meal prep, so I'm going to prep for the week, my usual meal. So let's go do that.
Second thing, funny enough, that I thought to myself when I reached my goal of the success goal of Chatty, knowing that I am going to be responsible for it, as well as adding great.
Alright, y'all already know the drill, what I'm making. Actually, I'll use this same plate. I eat this meal every single day. I've had it every single day for months. 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 months I've had this or something similar to it every single month. I mean, every single day. Just because I love it so much. But we need Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I might be able to do that. Sorry, I might run out. I went grocery shopping yesterday before my, like at 8 in the morning before my procedure, so I wouldn't have to go this weekend. And I had skipped I don't know what I'm trying to say, just ignore me. But tofu with siete taco seasoning. Rice is cooking, the broccolini is steaming. This meal altogether, cooking time is like less than 30 minutes, and you get 6 meals, which is amazing. High protein, delicious. Something I watched earlier today. I didn't watch the whole video, but some of it. Something I really hate. I'm vegan, y'all know. I don't usually watch too many like vegan content creators like on a regular basis, you know. But there's some that I've watched here and there, or like I really like them and I find out they're vegan, I like them even more, you know. To each their own. Like obviously Sebastian's not vegan, and I'm not gonna force my views on people, but it is something that's very important to me. This one girl that I have watched for years, and she's inspired a lot of my cooking before, is Sophie Esperanza, I think her last name is. And she even has a tattoo with like speciesism, and it's crossed out. And she posted a video titled, "Why I'm No Longer Vegan." And that just, like, how are you gonna create content, build this community of vegan people and you say you do it for the animals and then you're no longer vegan. And in the video, she had said like she's no longer vegan, she's not eating meat and stuff and fish, whatever, but she has chickens now, her own chickens, so she's eating their eggs and sustainably getting milk and cheese from I don't know from where, but she has her own property now and probably like a local farmer or something. But no, I just don't. The eggs, okay, if you have your own chickens in your backyard and that's where you're getting your eggs, sure. But you getting your cheese and milk from your local, I doubt that that's very friendly to the cows. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I didn't watch the whole video, but from what I gathered and what I read from the comments, that's what I understood. And it's just really upsetting. And there's been other people who have done that in the vegan YouTube community space, and that just makes me sad. It just made me upset because I had always really liked her. And I'm like, oh, when I like a vegan content creator, I'm like, I usually, in the back of my mind, am thinking like they're not in this forever because it's happened so frequently. And she was not one of those, though. That's not who I thought would do that. The other one was Maddie. Can't remember her last name. But I watched her. I really liked her, like, vlogs and all that, too. And I remember after, there was some, like, crazy girl that ended up going, she was vegan for years, and then she started, like, a carnivore diet. Some raw, I can't remember her name. I never really liked her too much anyway. But then when she did that, when she was no longer vegan, Maddie was saying in her video, she was like, don't worry, I'm not... She basically was talking shit about her and saying like she's not going to do that, and then she did it. I don't know. And she went full on back to like eating fish and everything, which is just crazy. I don't know. I guess I get it that some people maybe health-wise they need to go back to it, but if y'all remember a couple of years ago when I was going through the whole Crohn's, like when I was in the peak of my Crohn's, the doctor was suggesting for me to eat eggs, and I was strongly considering it. Like I was gonna go. I emailed or messaged a farm that was like 20 minutes from me and asked about like how they treat their chickens and blah blah blah, but I couldn't do it. I just cannot. That just does not align with my morals, so I couldn't do it. Anyways, I'll show you all the meal when it's done, even though you've seen it a million times. Okay, here is the final product. I feel like I'm missing some tofu. Typically, I put a veggie sriracha or like salsa or pico on this, but I've been eating that and have noticed that like every single night I'm getting acid reflux and or my stomach burns, and that's just not good for me. So I'm gonna try this Mother Raw balsamic instead. So I'll just put this, oh, it's chunky at the top, so we need to shake this. Usually I also have avocado with this, but my avocados were ugly. Okay, I think I can put y'all here and you might be able to see me. So first of all, okay, I came out to Atlanta because the recruiter at my company and one of the co-founders of the business of the company are in Atlanta for a conference, but the recruiter reached out to me and was like, you want to get a coffee? I was like, absolutely, because I've never met him. And actually he's like the reason I got this job, you know? So I met him, we had coffee like I picked him up because it was pouring rain, like torrential downpour, so windy. There was like stuff in the street, like trash cans toppled over, and I was in downtown Atlanta. So I was quite stressed out, and not only from just driving in the city, but it was pouring rain, and then I went to go pick him up because he was gonna walk, and I was like, no, let me pick you up. And yeah. So I was nervous all around, and the reason I'm saying that is because look at my armpits, y'all. They're dry. There's nothing, and that's crazy. And I just walked outside to go, I went to Whole Foods and I got my stocked up on a couple of my favorite yogurt. I have to come out to the city to get that because it's not at any other grocery stores. But I also got a vegan croissant. Hold on. Vegan croissants are so rare. I've never gotten one from Whole Foods. I definitely need some butter. I also got a vegan blueberry muffin. Let me take a bite of this because I'm pretty hungry. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for parking. I parked right in front of the coffee shop we went to, and it wasn't crowded or anything, so yeah. I was able to see it too, so I didn't pay for parking, and then he paid for my drink because it's expensed by our company. Wow. 10 out of 10. I miss it out here, y'all. I'm like 10-15 minutes from where I used to live. We're gonna come back and live out here, I think, at some point. Oh my god, this is so good right now. I cannot express. I gotta pee, but we're gonna go. There's gonna be a lot of traffic. I think it's gonna take me like at least 40 minutes to get home. Hello, it is now Tuesday, August 8th. Somehow it's already Tuesday, but only Tuesday, you know? And this is the Tuesday following my MiraDry treatment, so let me give y'all an update and put you on my mirror. Hold on. I am about to go to the gym. I'm gonna wear a shirt, of course, because this is not normal. I might need to change this sports bra. Actually, now that I'm feeling this is quite, yeah, I need a regular sports bra. So I'm gonna change after this, but I can't do any crazy vigorous exercise. Maybe I can start tomorrow. I'm gonna do legs today. So just basically anything where I'm not using my arms. So hip thrust should be okay. Hamstring curls, leg extensions, maybe some lunges. Oh no, I can't do lunges. Well, I could without weight. Just nothing that I'm holding weights in my hands or using my arms because that will be uncomfortable. But so far, so good. And I haven't noticed any hair loss yet, but not much pain. Only when I touch it, it hurts a little bit, but nothing crazy. I have noticed I am like really not sweating at all, which is crazy. I have no deodorant on. I did not put any on today. I didn't put any on yesterday. I did only on Sunday, which I shared with y'all because I was seeing somebody and going in public. But this is without deodorant. I am going to put some on now. Same as last time. I'm using unscented. This is Smarty Pits. I don't even know if they're in business anymore. And I just have to be very gentle. These are, natural deodorant is kind of like more tough than regular deodorant. I don't know why I'm showing y'all this, but last time I did that, after a few days, the hair started falling out. But no, that's not happening yet. So no hair loss yet. But keep in mind with MiraDry, you're not guaranteed to, like, it's not made for you to laser off your hair, you know? That's not what the treatment is for. So even after this, or even if I completely stopped sweating and it worked 100%, you may still have hair on your underarms, so don't expect it to 100% go away. I've seen that on other videos, like a girl was like, I don't know why there's hair still here, the technician just completely missed that part. Like, no, you just are not going to lose all your hair. I am amazed. Definitely at this point after my first treatment, I was noticing sweat, and I'm hoping that this is long-term, but it's been good. We'll see how the gym goes. That's definitely going to be a real test of my sweating abilities, or inability, I guess I should say. Also, this is random, but I have it here. I bought a new hairbrush. because I've been using this one for years, and can y'all see how like the little balls are off? That hurts so bad on your skin. Like, it just is so uncomfortable. So I got this wooden or bamboo one with just prongs. Feels good. I'm just a little nervous about it breaking. Apparently it helps to prevent static as well. I don't want to brush through my curls, but it was only like $8. I don't know if I'm going to end the video here or what I'm going to do, but I guess for now I won't, because I might pick it back up. But I kind of just want to start a new vlog, so we'll see.